three childhood kung fu prodigies have grown into washed up, middle-aged men, now one kick away from pulling their hamstrings. Now that their master is murdered, they must juggle the dead-end jobs, dad duties, and overcome old grudges to avenge his death. Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Movie Files. Elliot back again with another Fantasia Film Festival, and this time it is for the Paper Tigers, the action dramedy. Very excited to let you all know what I thought about this movie in this non-spoiler review. Before we dive into it, as you can see on the screen now, make sure you're following me on all my other social media accounts. That way you can stay up to date with what's going on over here at Movie Files. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. Give this video a thumbs up. Helps out the channel tremendously, but also really appreciate it. And in the comments below, let me know what you all think about the trailer, which I will be leaving in the description, as well as let me know your thoughts about this review, and let's have some discussions in the comments below. So we have the Paper Tigers, again, action dramedy, kind of an old throwback to Karate Kid meets the Three Ninjas. I don't know if you guys ever seen that film back in the day, but this was a fun film. Starting off with the man at the helm, first time director making his directorial debut, Tran Quoc Bao, does a really good job of giving you an idea of where these three men come from. We have Jimmy, we have Yang, and we have Danny, the main leader of this group. And it's really interesting the way the film kind of starts off. You see them at a young age, you see them as teenagers, and you see them ultimately as adults in this film. And I kind of love the story being told within this movie and kind of the themes and the messages, right? It's about knowing where you come from, really learning from your mistakes while you're growing up, going back to when you were younger and implementing things you learned to kind of become the person you are. So I really kind of love the direction that was told. The director was also not only the director, he was the writer and the editor. So he really pulled all hats in this film. I thought he did a good job of really kind of bringing this film together, which I know they're doing a GoFundMe account. Really support this film. I'm going to leave that information below because this film has a lot to say and I really enjoyed it. But going to some other things that I really enjoyed about this film besides the incredible action sequences, which I'm pretty confident that these actors did a lot of their own stunts. The hand-to-hand combat was really fluid, as they call it in here. The gun fu, the proper terminology set for kung fu. So I like how the action was handled. The choreography was really clean and sleek, and I love the way that they put the scenes together. Again, knowing that the director was the editor, he did a good job of creating good fight sequences. It wasn't a lot of cut scenes, it wasn't a lot of jarring camera usage or camera angles. It was really fluid and really well choreographed. But also our three main tigers, again, we have Danny, who's the leader of this group, who back in the day, you did not want to mess with Danny on his bad day. He was the baddest of the bad. He was marked. He was their Sifu. He was their main guy. He was, the next in line. And I like kind of the story we get with him, seeing that he's an older gentleman now, as they all are middle-aged men. But, Danny is now an insurance agent. He's not with his ex-wife anymore. He has his child. So I like the story that we get from Danny and seeing his progression throughout the film. But I think the standout for me, and Jim was cool. He was a cool character. We didn't really get that much backstory from Jim. We see what he's doing, working in the MMA and gun fu, but we also see my favorite character, Hang, who's kind of, put on a couple pounds, but I like the story. I like that he was closest to their son Fu after both, Danny and Jim kind of went out on their own. But I like Hang. I thought he was the funniest out of the three, and I really kind of liked his character a lot. But I thought the characters really worked well. The the gun fu was really well done. The choreography was clean. The direction was really solid. And there was some good laughs here and there. This was and that's kind of when I transitioned to my criticism. The tone was a little kind of like, I don't know which age group or who the target audience was. I think at times it was a really, really interesting family film. It was a really good action comedy. It was a good, dramedy as well. But then there were times in the film where the tone and the kind of the messaging behind the film was just kind of like, okay, who are we going at? Because there were moments where I'm like, oh, this is not for kids to watch in regards to some of the languages they use and some of the stuff they said in here. But then there were like fart jokes, and I don't know how many times they alluded to them being old. That joke got really kind of old pretty quickly because, again, they're middle-aged men trying to relive their glory days and doing gun fu, and there was a lot of fighting, which I appreciate in this, but I don't know how many times they had to remind us that they're old and that their bones are fragile and that they're fragile. They kept bringing that joke on and on again. It got kind of repetitive. But besides that, again, I thought that the directorial debut was pretty solid. The three main guys were really cool. I wish we would have got more from them when they were younger, but I like our, the middle-aged actors that we got in here. I thought that they really had good chemistry. And again, I thought that the choreographed fights were really well done. Again, some pacing issues. I don't really know who the target audience was, but again, I was really surprised by how much fun and entertained I was by this film. And the film, again, has a really solid message. So I'm going to give the Paper Tigers a 3 out of 5. Again, go support this film. It did play at the Fantasia Film Festival. They do have a GoFundMe account. Check out their website. Again, all that information will be in a link in the description below. I would really like more people to see this film and support it because I think it has a good message. And I'm excited to see more from this director and hopefully see more of this cast. I thought they were really well casted in this movie. So that's my thoughts on the Paper Tigers. Again, check out all my reviews that I covered for Fantasia Festival this year, as well as make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my other movie reviews, TV reviews, and all the fun things we do on this very channel. Hope you all are staying safe. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.